is up, people of the internet? My name is Freelancer Amber, and welcome back to Death Battle. This is Season 6, and to start things off, we have Battle of the, I guess Aquatic Kings? Fish people? I don't want, well, not fish people per se, but you know what I mean. It's Aquaman from DC versus Namor from Marvel. Now, I don't usually, vote for DC, but because I don't know much about Namor, I've only seen Namor maybe one time. It was in this one Fantastic Four show that came out, 2005? I don't remember what it was, but that was like the one time I've ever seen Namor, and since then I've never seen him again. So for this case, I'm gonna have to vote on Aquaman, because, well, I grew up watching Aquaman, you know, the Super Friends, Justice League, etc. But I haven't seen the new Aquaman movie, and people say it's actually really good, better than the previous DC. Well, I don't know if it's better, but like DC has stepped it up a bit. But I don't know. I just haven't seen it. But so for this, I'm gonna have to vote on Aquaman on this. So the season 5 finale, when it says making a splash, I assume it was Splatoon because of all the explosion colors and all that. That kind of led me astray, but it just turns out it's just what this death battle will be. Battle of the Sea Kings. Get it, Sea King? Or whatever. So yeah, there's nothing really to say, so other than I'm gonna be voting for Aquaman on this one. So I really don't know what else to say about this, so let it begin in 3, 2, 1, now.
You know the phrase, there's plenty of fish in the sea?
Yeah.
Real obvious, but it turns out there's a bunch of superheroes down there too.
Pretty sure.
I don't think you understand what that phrase means.
Like Aquaman, the king of Atlantis.
Aquaman.
And Namor, the first mutant and also king of Atlantis.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Kings of Atlantis.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
That
skills
one.
to find out who would win a death battle.
That was the Namor I was referring to, from that one Fantastic Four
Get
show.
Mermaids. I mean, they're kinda hot, but they're fish people. And then when you meet them, all they want to do is try to kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess Tom Curry got to be one of the lucky ones, if you know what I mean.
After a chance meeting, Tom was left to father Arthur, the son of a mysterious woman of the sea.
Though she thinks she was knocked up by a fish Jesus wizard, it's not important. Comics are weird.
Yeah.
Regardless, Arthur learned to hone his aquatic powers from a very young age. When Arthur was just 2 years old, poor Tom thought he had drowned when he was actually just playing with some fish
Aw, so cute.
while breathing underwater.
Tom trained Arthur to master his powers until eventually his mother showed up with a heavy dose of truth.
I wanna watch this,
Arthur was the
Aquaman's
rightful king of
animation.
the underwater city, Atlantis. I wish there were more stories about parents coming
Someone
back
tell me what this
in
Aquaman
real life,
animation
too.
is.
And so, Arthur would descend the ocean depths to claim his birthright and maintain the peace between land and sea as the king, the superhero, Aquaman.
Yeah.
Oh, are you one of the people who thinks that Aquaman is lame? Well,
Not
think
this-
again.
no.
He's super strong, super fast, and can chill deep underwater for as long as he wants. And no, he doesn't just talk to fish. He
Holy
dominates
shit.
their brains and forces them to bend
Oh my
to
God.
his will.
What was his name?
Only
Manta
if
Ray?
he
No,
has to.
no Manta
He
Ray.
prefers to telepathically communicate with them, and most sea life respects him enough to come to his aid.
Except for piranhas, apparently, which ate off his freaking hand.
Yeah.
I know you're a hardcore badass, but make those fish bow to your kingly kingship, damn it.
Not to worry, after a few gaudy hooks and a magic water hand, he got better.
Magic
Arthur
water hand.
controls sea life by
Oh,
tapping
damn
into
buff.
a worldwide phenomenon called the Clear.
The
Kinda
clear,
like
huh?
the Force from Star Wars, but just in the ocean.
Okay.
Through the Clear, creatures he controls increase in strength. Some even become capable of breaking Green Lantern constructs. Also, Arthur's powers are not limited to just aquamarine life. He telepathically communicates with all sorts of animals and can even tap into the human mind.
Wait, you're telling me he can mess with my brain too?
Yeah.
Oh, get my hat, Wiz, the shiny one.
Well, he
His
has
hat.
difficulty dominating more intelligent life. His octopus friend Topo is one such example of a being he cannot forcibly control.
What's so impressive
Topo.
about that little guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
And for
Okay.
humanoids, the most Aquaman can generally do is cause a headache or maybe a seizure.
Ugh.
Doesn't make me feel much better.
But while Aquaman has plenty of power on his own, he also draws from the mystical might of his most iconic weapon.
The legendary Trident of Poseidon!
And also the Trident of Neptune.
Wait, isn't that the same god? Aren't they the same thing?
Well, kind of. They both can control water, summon storms, create force fields, and unleash lightning. That one can teleport.
Awesome.
I love this. I love this
You
animated.
have to be in water.
I love this animation.
Barrel work?
Wait, some boomstick.
Maybe?
Jocelyn,
Beer.
get the kiddie pool and the keg. I'm going to Disney World.
With added flight, hydrokinesis, earth manipulation, and more, Aquaman's trident was a perfect symbol to prove himself a mighty king.
Yeah, I think about watching that
Literally,
movie.
He's strong enough to push around oceanic plates, throw a submarine around with water magic, and lift this giant cruise ship.
This ship appears big enough to compare to the world's largest cruise liner, the Symphony of the Seas, which weighs an incredible 228,000 tons.
He's fast enough to keep up with Wonder Woman and swim around the whole planet in just an afternoon. Oh, and he even fought the ancient dead king of Atlantis, Atlan. This guy
Atlan?
was so strong, he sank Atlantis
Black Manta,
centuries
that was
ago
the
with
name.
one blow from his scepter, and Aquaman held back a repeat of the same attack with his bare hands.
While there's no official size for DC's Atlantis, it is officially considered a continent. Therefore, it has to have a greater landmass than Greenland, the largest island in the world.
Oh,
This
okay.
means Atlantis must consist of more than 836,000 square miles.
Damn.
To sink or destroy it, Atlan must have been outputting potential energy averaging more than 155 trillion tons of TNT.
Oh God.
Damn, everyone's always making fun of Aquaman, but he's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Well, he does have one rather lame weakness.
What?
He's essentially fueled by water. If he's away from water for too long, he'll start to dry out, lose his powers, and eventually die.
What?
He lives under the sea, he wears yellow, and he's absorbent? Wes,
Oh,
I figured it
He's
out!
SpongeBob.
Oh!
No! He's not SpongeBob. Moving on.
Aqua King has
SpongeBob.
found some ways to work around the water problem.
Okay.
He can hydrate himself with blood. God damn, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
Even with his flaws, Aquaman is always pushing forward to protect his people. He may seem strange and silly, but he truly is a worthy king of Atlantis.
Tell the surface dwellers to respect the sovereignty of my seas, or we'll return and finish what we've started.
Weird. I don't remember Aquaman being a Superman.
We all know this story. A wayward sailor meets a mermaid princess, and they fall in love.
Yeah.
Except this time, the fish people got to be wedding crashers and drag the princess back to her secret home of Atlantis. Her dad was pretty pissed, but he got even more pissed when he found out that Daddy's girl had already been knocked up and popped out a brand new kind of superhero. Namor, the Submariner.
Lord Namor of Atlantis is the Prince of the Deep.
Unlike those strangely similar aquatic superhero DC would create 2 years later, Namor would grow up among his
Also-
fellow Atlanteans from the start.
So Namor
As
came
the
first,
Prince of the Ocean,
then
he
Aquaman?
received an impressive royal education, along with a sizable distrust of humankind.
Yeah, I'd have a problem with humans too if some of the first people I ever met were
Or
Nazis.
is it the other way
As
around?
the rightful heir to the throne, it was Namor's duty to protect Atlantis. And with his mixed heritage, he had plenty of unique abilities to do so.
He's got superhuman strength, speed, and durability.
Yeah, this
He
is the
can
only
store
time I've
water
ever
in his
s-
body
seen
and
or heard
shoot
of
it out
Namor.
his pores like a human sprinkler, which is gross.
Far more impressively, he can telepathically communicate with all types of marine life, including other Atlanteans, and can persuade them to follow his command.
Okay.
Whether it be a squadron of armored sharks or
Armored
a giant
sharks.
killer whale, the creatures of the sea follow the first
It's a
mutant's
killer
lead.
whale.
Did you say mutant?
Yes, technically Namor is a three-way hybrid of human, Atlantean,
First
and
mutant.
mutant genes. Unlike other Atlanteans, he possesses the mutant power of flight.
Oh, is that why he's
Yeah,
got
that-
those tiny little wings on his feet? I always thought those were like little rudders.
He flies with them.
Nope.
Wow, that is dumb.
Namor can also mimic the abilities of marine life, sensing lateral lines like fish or absorbing and discharging shocks like an electric eel. And for even more power, he wields his legendary trident.
All right, how many tridents does this guy have? Let me guess, 4?
Just one, the Trident of Neptune.
But I thought the other guy had a trident of Neptune. Oh! I think I just figured out why Aquaman had 2 different tridents.
There you go.
Well, this trident's
Okay.
got a bunch of cool magic powers. It can control water, shoot lasers, turn people invisible, and if Namor needs some backup, he can animate objects and his surroundings to create living beings to fight alongside him.
But-
And that's not even the only magic doohickey Namor has. He can use the Horn of Proteus to summon sea monsters like Giganto, which is a super whale with arms. Look
What?
out, birds with
Whoa,
arms. I'm
yeah.
starting a new subreddit.
The
Yeah.
Giganto is strong enough to withstand the blast of an atomic bomb,
Whoa.
and yet it still pales in comparison to Namor's own strength.
Atomic.
No kidding. The Submariner is strong enough to match the savage Incredible Hulk, who's lifted 150 billion tons of rock for over a minute. If that's not good enough for you, how about the time Namor held up a whole frigging island all by himself?
Damn.
He's quick enough to catch the Human Torch, absorbed and discharged electricity powerful enough to injure Dr. Doom,
Well,
took
okay.
on Thor trident to hammer, survived a mountain falling on him, and even resisted the mind control powers of the Purple Man. See, Boomstick? In
Oh,
the
yeah, I think I
grand
remember
scheme of
Purple
things,
Man.
Little
Man.
winged feet aren't so bad when you could have been called Purple Man.
All right, Namor
Hey,
is
the Purple
pretty
Man.
awesome for an elf in a Speedo.
Excuse me? This is not a Speedo, Jimmy, okay? These are my panties from Atlantis.
Too bad he gets a bit, unstable if he's out of the water for too long.
True, Namor's had a strange history of shifting personalities, sometimes even playing the part of villain. Apparently, his bouts of anger stem from a strange bipolar defect brought on by oxygen imbalance.
Yeah.
Which, last I checked, isn't quite how bipolar disorder works.
Okay.
No, Wiz, I have the same kind of problem. I get super evil and grumpy when I haven't had a beer in at least 24 hours.
24?
24.
12, 6, 2. Screw you.
Boomstick, that's a chemical dependency.
Chemical
Just like my
dependency.
personal hero, Bane.
You're missing the point.
Oh, you think the point is your ally?
What the
but
fuck?
You merely adopted the point. I was born in it, molded.
How about that point? At the end of the day, as long as there is water in his veins, the Avenging Sun is a heroic king of his people and a terrifying opponent.
Know that I am Namor, ruler of the kingdom of Atlantis. Your time in the sun is over.
Jesus.
All
All
right,
right.
the methods are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
All right.
It's
Time for a death battle! All right, Aquaman. This time I'm going for you. What is this?
Look out below!
Peasants! You dare splash the Prince of Blood?
Dude, you.
Plenty of space around the pool, Spock.
Damn.
You may be a prince, but I am the king of the seven seas.
Yeah, but. All right. Yeah, but princes can still take down kings. All right. Oh, he getting angry. Please let this be my first death battle win for the season. Because I've had a bit of a losing streak for a while now. Okay. Got them rock people. Did he say Imperious Rex? I don't know. Okay.
I will not submit!
Alright, alright. Okay. Get out. Okay, he said he could absorb lightning, right? Oh, shit.
Everyone has their place. That's just how things are. You should understand yours!
Are those piranhas? Oh, okay. Got sharks.
You are such a terrific dumbass.
Okay, piranhas versus sharks. Oh, we got them dolphin. I'm sorry. Okay. No, not yet. Oh, them anglerfish.
Let's see whose power truly controls the sea, shall we?
Oh.
I dig it.
Okay. Let's do this.
Well, seems we're evenly matched.
Oh, but I feel like Namor's gonna.
Another trick.
No!
Oh wait. Oh yeah, Aquaman could.
Me?
Yeah, Aquaman.
Impossible!
Aquaman.
Have at 'em, boys.
You nearly there. Oh! Woo!
Dinner's on the king tonight.
Yes! First win! KO!
Oh man, am I underwater or am I just sweating so much?
Yes,
from how
first
much gas
win!
That got.
Aquaman and Namor's powers were so similar and well matched, this fight could have reasonably gone in either one's favor.
Okay.
In fact, neither had many powers that the other did not possess in some way.
Okay, yeah.
Like how Namor had his mutant wing feet, but Aquaman's magic trident could let him fly too.
Yeah.
Still, while Namor could certainly have won this in some circumstances, Aquaman had the potential he needed to take the victory more times than not.
Okay.
Namor could match Savage Hulk, who held up 150 billion tons. But remember, Aquaman stopped Atlan's continent-crushing attack, which had a potential energy over 150 trillion tons of TNT.
I was trying to think
Not
about that.
exactly a one-to-one comparison, but consider Namor's own similar feat, keeping the island Utopia from falling. We can estimate the island's size and weight using this panel, coming to a little over 178,000 tons. Considering the weight applied as force through the pillar Namor was pushing up, this means the potential energy exerted onto Namor would only be 1,425 tons of TNT. The energy Aquaman stopped was 109 billion times greater.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure, Namor was fast enough to easily catch up to the Human Torch, who flies over 140 miles per hour on a normal day, and sometimes even thousands of times the speed of sound.
But Aquaman has routinely kept pace with Wonder Woman, who has been frequently shown to move thousands of times the speed of light.
Yeah, but none of that strength and speed would matter if the Submariner just ordered a bunch of sharks to eat him first, right?
Namor could command sea life, sure, but Aquaman could directly dominate their minds and force them to act on his will. And while Namor can telepathically communicate with other Atlanteans, he could not create hemorrhages or seizures like Aquaman could.
Oh, yeah.
Though Namor could certainly resist these mental attacks, similar to how he survived the Purple Man, this is still solid evidence that Aquaman's telepathy was more powerful.
Yep.
Oh, and don't forget, Aqua King can make his underwater buddies physically stronger with the clear, while Namor was stuck commanding plain old everyday fish.
Okay.
Overall, while their extremely similar powers were so closely matched, Aquaman had the edge in just enough of them to prove himself the strongest king of the sea.
Aquaman could see victory.
God damn it,
but at least
Boomstick!
Namor trident.
God
The
damn it,
winner
Boomstick!
is Aquaman.
First win of the season! Woo!
Hey, thanks for watching the first episode of Season 6. If you want the battle music for yourself, click the link below.
Want a new show to watch? Check out Genlock. It's crazy. It's got Max anime awesomeness, Michael B. Jordan, and somehow I made it into voice character.
Yes, you
Click the
did.
box.
Alright, next. Okay, we got old-timey video game noise. Mega Man! You're back, Mega Man? Oh, Mega Man. Oh, okay. So it's Mega Man. So it said Mega Man Battle Royale. So all the past Mega Mans throughout the generations will be fighting against. It's gonna be hard because I've only known one kind of Mega Man, and that is Mega Man NT Warrior. That's the only Mega Man, like, the show I've actually seen. I've never even played any of the previous games. So I'm sorry if people are gonna be, like, yelling at me about that. I'm sorry, alright? So yeah. Woo! First win of the season! Oh, yes, Aquaman. I don't usually vote for DC, but Aquaman, you're the exception. Okay. Pretty good death battle. Especially with two Kings of the Sea that have powers and abilities that are pretty much similar to one another. But when it comes to, like, with their mental telepathy or whatever, I think Aquaman pretty much won that one. And I'm gonna see a lot of Aquaman and Namor fans, like, pretty much disagree on this. But still, it's a pretty good pretty good death battle, and I can't wait for the Mega Man Battle Royale. Again, I've only known one Mega Man that I kind of know, and it's Mega Man NT Warrior. Oh, I miss that show. I remember I used to have like the toy thing. What they call it, the PET or PET, but it's actually called PET. At least I think that's what it was called. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Okay, so that's enough out of me about this. So until the next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts of this death battle in the comments section down below. Do you think it could have been different, or do you think this death battle was right? If you liked the video and you enjoyed it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also to hit the bell button to be notified of my latest reactions, and follow me on Twitter at FreelancerAmber for pretty much the same thing, or just random shit in general. So remember to stay awesome, be nice to animals, don't be dicks, keep moving forward, and I will see you all in the next video!